Hello everyone, this is Vijaya Lakshmi. Today we are going to study a prose on saying please by A.G. Gardner. A.G. Gardner was an English journalist and a writer. He was a prolific writer with a number of essays to his credit. On Saying Please is a story that talks about socially important issues that we come across in our day-to-day life. All of you have observed that we regularly use words like thank you and please. Why do we use these words? Do you know? Yes, of course. To show our politeness, our willingness, courtesy, and our generosity. Here also, writer throws light on the importance of good manners. Similarly, we should avoid bad manners because bad manners spread very quickly. We can call bad manners infections because every action has a reaction. The writer gives an example of a liftman. In a city office, a passenger asked the liftman to take him to top, but the liftman demanded, "Top, please." The liftman felt insulted and he threw him out of the lift. In this situation, only the liftman would be punished. Discourtesy is not a legal offense. Suppose a thief enters into my house and I knock him down, the law will acquit me. If I am physically assaulted, it will permit me to retaliate with reasonable violence. We must admit that the law is reasonable. It cannot enforce one to say please or thank you. The law does not consider the hurting of a feeling as a case for compensation. It does not have any compensation for moral and intellectual damage. The law cannot become the guardian of our private manners. I may be hearty or boorish, but the only penalty I will have to pay is being written down as an ill-mannered fellow. Bad manners harms not only the person who exhibits it but also all those who come in contact with him. Here the passenger was hurt by his employer who had not wished him good morning. The employer may have been henpecked by his wife to whom the cook had been insolent. The cook was angry perhaps because the housemaid was rude. Bad manners probably do more to poison the stream of the general life than all the crimes in the calendar. Writer gives another example of a polite bus conductor. Once, the writer boarded a bus and found that he was utterly penniless. He told the conductor that he would go back. The conductor said that it was all right and issued him a ticket. When the writer wondered as to when to repay the amount, the conductor assured him that he would find him again sometime. But luckily, his fingers, still wandering in the corner of his pockets, got some shillings and he paid the amount. After some days, the same conductor who had earlier helped him with the ticket trampled on the writer's sensitive toe. When the writer looked up with some anger, the fellow said, "Sorry, sir, I know these are heavy boots, but my own feet get trod on so much and now I am treading on other people's. Hope I didn't hurt you, sir." Surely he had hurt the writer, but he was so nice about it that Writer assured him he hadn't. After that, he began to observe him whenever he boarded his bus and found his good nature. This polite bus conductor had a fund of patience and had a gift for making his passengers comfortable. For example, if was raining, he would run up to call the passenger inside the bus. With the old people, he behaved like their son, and with the children, he was as their father. He was warm towards youngsters and made them happy. He went out of the way to help the handicapped people. He took blind men across the road to make sure that he was safely on his way. Everybody on his bus found it a pleasant journey. Writer missed him and make no apologies for writing a panegyric on an unknown bus conductor. The policeman is a necessary symbol and the law is a necessary institution for a society that is still somewhat lower than the angels. That is why reacting to bad manners with bad manners would not be a solution. The lift man could have taken a polite solution. Instead of getting upset and sending the man out of the lift, if he had treated the passenger with elaborate politeness, he would have had the victory not only over the rude man but over himself. And that is called spiritual victory. Here ended this. Thank you for watching this video.